Welcome back. We have finished with Alhatham's story quest, which had quite the funny ending there. And now we are progressing to the next in line, Dia's story quest. And then, of course, we'll do Baiju's after that, and then proceed onward with the Fontanian Archon quest. I think Lenny's story quest also requires that as well, so my original intention was to do his before progressing, but I don't think we have it unlocked yet. We got ourselves a Hu Tao out. It's been a little while. Mostly because she is kind of antithetical towards getting fungus spores. At least the good ones.
I was trying to remember. What else did we put on our shopping list?
Don't ask me. I didn't make it. Since we're here, spices?
Oh, what a mouth-watering smell.
Mm.
Paimon would know the aroma of biryani anywhere.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
go get some.
You don't have to tell me twice, Paimon. I love biryani. That wasn't on our list, was it? Details.
We can still add it to the list.
Exactly. Thank you, Paimon. Thank you.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. Wasn't
Oh,
expecting to see you here.
Dunyarzad, finally. Oh, I've been wanting to see her again for so long.
Hello there. Oh, it's been quite a while.
It really has. It has been a ridiculously long while. I think since like halfway through the Archon quest. We might have seen you a little bit later than that. But there have been multiple times where I was like, what's Dunyarzad up to? And you just didn't show up.
Huh. So you two are still hanging out together.
But of course.
Yeah, didn't you say last time that you were gonna head back to the desert?
She might have said something like that.
I said I was going to resign from being her bodyguard, not that
Right.
our friendship was over. We're still the best of friends.
Hell yeah.
The Homayanis also still post jobs from time to time. Their pay is always generous, so me and the other mercs never pass them up.
I don't blame you. And you get to hang out with Dunyarzad. Perks.
I told Dia to just stay at our place when she took one of those jobs a few days ago.
Sleepover.
My parents were delighted. They even said that it always felt like we were missing someone whenever Dia wasn't around.
That is so sweet.
That sounds like something they would say, all right. They're always so welcoming.
Yeah. I'm just always happy to see good people in these, in the city.
Anyway, the job is already taken care of, so I was gonna head back to the brigade as soon as I finished a little shopping. But the master kept insisting, and I ended up staying for another day.
Yeah. Take a break and hang out.
You can stay for as many days as you want, Dia. Father hasn't even gotten around to treating you to his best dishes yet.
You know I'm not the kind of person to stay put in one place like that, my lady. Don't worry, though. There'll always be next time.
Yeah. I love that these two have a friendship still.
What? She said they'll treat you to the best dishes. I can't believe you can still refuse that.
Oh, Paimon. Never change.
But wait. Didn't you say last time that you would take me on a trip to the desert? Why
Oh,
don't you just take me with you today when you leave?
that sounds awesome, but I feel like that needs preparation. I mean, yeah, your Elazar is cured, but, you're still not a... I mean, trekking a desert is extremely dangerous.
There are so many places I still haven't visited yet.
I'm sorry, my lady, but no can do. There's still a few things I need to take care of back at the brigade.
Oh, come on.
Besides, the desert hasn't exactly been the most peaceful place lately.
True. Though I've dealt with some of that. Took care of some people who were being a little less than good to my friends.
Oh, come on. Not this again. That's also what you said last time and the time before that.
Yeah, it's probably true, but
I know, I'm sorry. Just give me some more time, and I promise I'll plan the best trip ever for you.
you better. And I better be a part of it.
All right, fine. To be perfectly honest, it's not that I wanted to go, it's more like I feel like something is off about you lately.
I mean, you should go. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous place. But,
Ever since you first set foot on the estate a few days ago, you've been acting anxious and even paranoid. Have you been delaying our trip because you've run into some kind of trouble?
What kind of trouble would Dia run into that she can't punch her way out of?
Nah, are you kidding? You're worrying too much.
I don't know, Dia. You sounded a little hesitant there.
Would you swear on that? Friends shouldn't lie to each other, you know. I wouldn't pry any further if you're willing to swear on what you just said.
Well, Dia, you wouldn't lie to Dunyarzad, would you?
But if something really is bothering you, then just tell me. You know I'll help you however I can.
Oh, she does. Which might also be why she's not telling you.
Oh, looks like Dunyarzad was onto something.
Oh, very much.
You're too perceptive, my lady. Seems I can't hide anything from you. I just thought that nothing good could come out of telling you about the messy happenings of mercenaries. Knowing too much only leads to more trouble. Mercenary life is a dog-eat-dog world where Mora reigns supreme. Everything operates on a completely different set of rules.
Right.
That doesn't change anything about what I just said, though. We're still friends, and I can only support you if I understand what's bothering you.
Yeah.
My lady, you're not gonna stop until you drag it out of me, are ya?
Oh, she's not.
All right, I'll share what I know. Let's go somewhere else first. This isn't exactly the best place for a discussion.
We're gonna go to the restaurant?
Okay, let's talk
Oh.
here.
A secluded
Just
corner.
Try not to draw any extra attention. As you may already know, the Eremites have both a lot of mercenaries and a complex organizational structure. Many mercs are no different than me, just going around looking for jobs to earn some mora.
Right. I'm actually surprised. I thought the Eremites were a lot less of a coherent structure themselves and more a group of coherent, complex organizational structures based around different tribes.
My brigade is called the Blazing Beasts. We're not a large group, but every member is loyal and brave. However, not all Eremite brigades are like mine. Some are willing to cross all kinds of lines for the sake of Mora.
Oh,
The
we've
most
seen that.
notorious is a faction known as Deshret's Relics.
There's a lot of those.
Deshret's relics? Judging from the name, they must really look up to...
Al-Akmar, King Deshret.
Yep, you got it. I've heard that you've already crossed paths with Ain al-Akmar.
Yes.
They're one of the groups under the Relic's banner.
That was a while ago, actually.
Oh, you mean the group that tried to sell us the Divine Knowledge Capsule? Yeah, they weren't friendly at all.
No. And they're hardly the only ones either.
Deshret's Relics is composed of many smaller brigades like Ain al-Akmar. The Relic's headquarters issues orders to all brigades under his control.
I wonder if the one, I forget the name of it. But during the world quest that we were sort of, running into. That were seeking the, what was it, the eternal sleep, the golden slumber. I wonder if they fall under that banner.
On any other day, I would want nothing to do with them. Unfortunately, though, the brigade that's stirring up trouble now is none other than Dakan al-Akmar.
Dakan?
Yeah, that name doesn't mean anything to me.
I think it means beard or something. Believe me, it's
Oh,
a really
Akmar's
stupid
beard?
name. I found it insufferable for years.
Oh, that's great. It's really is kind of dumb. But,
Anyway, The real issue is that Dakan al-Akmar is led by my father, Kusela.
Ooh. Little Dia family trouble. This should be fun. Hopefully not too tragic for Dia.
Say what now?
I think I'm starting to understand your anxiety now. But what did they do?
I won't go into details, my lady, but they've been involved in a lot of violent incidents. We're talking hundreds.
Damn. So in other words, you have very much fallen very far from the tree then. In a good way.
Hundreds?
Yep. The scenes tend to be quite gruesome, too. They strip the victims of all their valuables before murdering them.
Oh, God. So, yeah. Basically highway robbery.
Not only have they targeted merchant caravans and ordinary citizens, but other mercenary brigades as well.
That's beyond terrible. They won't even spare their own kind.
No.
I don't know how Deshret's relic sees it. All I do know is that Dakan al-Akmar has become more and more aggressive over the last few years. If I don't do something about them, then even my brigade or the people of Aru village could become their next target.
That wouldn't be good. I mean, I'm sure Candace can protect them well, but there's always limits.
I just wish I knew what's driven him to do this.
Yeah. How can your father do such terrible things?
I don't know. People change. He's always been pretty pathetic. But at least in the past, there were still a few lines that he wouldn't cross.
That's setting the bar pretty low.
I mean,
if he was even remotely decent, then why would I have to leave the brigade and cut all ties with him?
right. It's not something someone does lightly.
He was loud and foolish, with no real sense of purpose. Instead of doing anything useful, he spent most of his time drinking and chasing after women.
Ah. Even after he had you.
Of course, the other brigade members were just like him. Their ruckus would go on night after night.
Sounds like a nightmare.
What about your mother? Did she ever step in to stop them?
How bad is it?
Unfortunately, I never knew my mother.
I'm sorry, Dia. I didn't know.
It's all right, my lady. That's pretty common in mercenary circles.
Oh?
Didn't I mention that my father was chasing after women? I was the result of one of those encounters with some random person.
It does make me surprised that you knew your father instead of your mother, though.
He told me that he wasn't sure who my mother was. And in any case, she never came to see me.
How is he not sure? I mean, for him to come into possession of you as a baby, I would think he would need to know who your mother was. Otherwise, he wouldn't even know that you were his child. Something about that doesn't sit right with me.
He'd say, "You'll be fine as long as you remember to stick with Dad." But even then, he left most of the parenting to the brigade. The one thing I do remember is that he used to tell me stories.
About what?
But the problem was that he had terrible taste. He only knew a few stories, and even those tended to be pretty stale. They were tales of desert warriors defeating dragons in the forest, or stories of mercenaries rescuing princesses from rebel armies.
Sounds like your typical fairy tales.
It kind of does.
More or less, yeah. They were interesting maybe the first or second time around, but after about 20 repeats, they started to get a little dull.
Fair enough.
He seemed to think those stories were the best things ever, though. He was so into them that he'd call the whole brigade over and make them perform the whole thing as a play.
Oh, wow. I'm getting the sense that he was the leader of this brigade, too.
Even the toys he gave me would all be story props. I'd get helmets, shields, and toy swords.
Does he secretly want to open a theater instead of being a mercenary?
It was only much later when I realized that the shows were more for him than they ever were for me.
Sounds like he didn't find his true calling.
What an interesting guy.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound like he had all bad intentions.
Yeah, I've always found him pretty childish. That was something I could just shrug off. I had no reason to despise him. Until I grew up and learned the true face of Deshret's relics for myself. Looting, blackmail, violence, and fraud. They not only accepted such heinous acts, they would even openly boast about them.
So proud of what they were doing, huh?
No one in the brigade was any kind of hero. Instead, my father and his cronies were more like the bad guys that needed to be taken down.
Do you want to take them down?
Did they really think that as long as they didn't do any of that stuff right in front of me, I would never know?
Interesting that they were trying to hide it. You would think that they might have tried to corrupt you instead.
I think I can understand your feelings. The difference between perception and reality must have hit hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't worry, my lady. It's all water under the bridge to me now. I had a huge argument with my father and left that place behind for good.
Something tells me we will be going back, though.
I'm not investigating them due to any bitter feelings I still have towards my father. I just want to protect those that are close to me.
You just want to find out why they suddenly started causing so much more trouble.
Yeah, I told the boys to gather as much information as they could. Most of the reports concern violent incidents, but there's also some talk of smuggling.
I see. But isn't this investigation incredibly dangerous?
Oh, it could be.
It is, but every mercenary lives life on the edge. It's a lifestyle that I enjoy.
That may be true, but it'll be impossible for those who care about you not to worry.
Like you doing your side?
Well, now you get why I didn't want to share any of this with you.
Yeah, she's trying to protect you.
What should we do? They both have valid concerns.
Well, I can go back to the desert with Dia. Be her bodyguard.
Huh? But there's no need for you to get caught up in this mess, too.
I like getting caught up in messes, Dia. You should know that.
Well, she's super tough, so if she went into the desert with you, then Paimon bets the problem will be solved in no time.
Yeah. Well, not no time, Paimon. Probably roughly 1 to 2 hours time.
I'm inclined to agree. I'd feel a lot more at ease if you took her along to help.
You can count on me.
I'll wait for news from you in the city until then. Please, stay safe.
And then we can come back and take you for a trip to the desert.
I'm honored that you care so much for me, my lady. All right, then let's get moving. Our first stop will be Caravan Rebot, where we can catch up a bit with my fellow mercs.
Oh, cool. Finally get to meet some of your friends. Besides Junior Zod and ourselves. Manticora Chapter 1. Lion's Blood. Ooh, wait. Actually, 2 things.
Everyone hold
I
his...
sure hope they'll be okay.
Oh, cool. We will keep our Nahida team out then.
Please be careful. I'll stay in the city and wait for news from you.
Of course.
Just don't do anything reckless, all right?
No promise. Silly pup. Aw, well, come on, Junior said he wants pets. Good little puppy. There they are.
Hey,
I think something's definitely up with the Khan al-Ahmar.
Yeah.
Hey, Dia, you're back. Are these 2 friends of yours?
Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. There's no need to be so formal with us. We're a pretty casual crew. Anyway, since we've got newcomers, let me fill you in on what the Khan al-Ahmar has been up to lately.
Of course.
They've become extremely aggressive. Apparently, even their own now have become acceptable targets.
You can really just... Yeah, the design of them just seems nicer. Kinder. Okay.
They even attack other relics brigades, just the same as any other mercenary brigade.
That's surprising.
Even the most ferocious beasts still protect their own. But it sounds like they've thrown that straight to the wind.
Yeah.
That's right. Once they've collected enough loot off the other mercenaries, they sell it off to a different brigade, or turn to merchants on the black market.
I mean, they have to be careful. They make enemies of everyone. It's only a matter of time before they're hunted down.
A portion of their profits is immediately exchanged for more food and weaponry to be used in their next violent operation.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it really makes you wonder why they're so desperate for Mora.
Yeah, that they'd be willing to make so many enemies.
A few days ago, a shaman and I trailed them for a while, and even disguised ourselves as merchants to conduct trade with them. We were able to learn a few things from the exchange.
So they don't just mug anybody and everybody.
Rather than saying they're out to plunder and hoard Mora, it'd probably be more accurate to say that they're experiencing an internal power struggle.
Really?
Wait, a power struggle?
You heard me right. The vast majority of their victims are mercenaries from the other brigades of Deshret's relics.
Right?
If their only goal is Mora, they could have gone after anybody. The targeted nature of their attacks points to a power struggle between the different brigades within the relics. That's the only plausible explanation we have.
See, no, you don't mean a power struggle within Dakan al-Akhmar, but specifically within the relics brigades. Okay, that makes some amount of sense.
Unfortunately, we weren't able to find out anything more specific. It seems they're also trying to keep things under wraps. Oh, one last thing we discovered was that over the past few years, as Dakan al-Akhmar became more and more active, Deshret's relics as a whole became a lot weaker.
You're able to cause so much damage. Yeah, that somehow makes things even more confusing.
It sounds mighty strange to me, too. Harun, you can leave the rest of the investigation to us.
Suppose it's possible they're trying to destroy the relics brigades. But to what purpose is another question.
Gotta say, though, I didn't expect you to go on a whole undercover mission during the few days I was gone. Sounds like you were really putting your necks on the line, no?
Yeah, that was quite the risk.
Nah, it was nothing. We're just as concerned about the situation as you are. Dakan al-Akhmar is your father's crew after all.
That's nice of you guys. Guess they all care for Dia too.
What he said. Besides, Dia, haven't you done more dangerous things than all of us combined? What we did is nothing compared to your experiences.
Ooh.
Yeah. And while they went to talk with Dakan al-Akhmar, I took a look at the last camp they attacked. Any survivors of the attack were already long gone. There was nothing of value left in the camp.
And who might you two be?
Ah, Hisham and Khalaf. You're here too.
We rushed over as soon as we saw you come into Caravan Rebat. Although this new friend of yours looks a little green behind the ears, I'm sensing a special vibe from her.
Green? I'll have you know I have fought gods. Got my butt kicked by gods, but that's besides the point.
Now that we know you'll have a capable partner with you, we can also rest easy.
Hey, what about Paimon? Feel anything special?
Paimon.
Oh, you're also planning to tag along with them?
Of course! Paimon is the traveler's most important guide. Wherever she goes, Paimon will follow.
Yes, she will.
Oh, in that case, then you'd better take care of her too, Dia.
Rip.
Don't underestimate Paimon!
Paimon, you're an excellent travel companion. But when have you ever contributed to a fight?
Don't worry about her. She may look tiny and helpless, but she's been through just as many battles as the traveler here.
No, don't encourage her, Dia. Not until she finally accepts a battle armor and a weapon from the Mondstadt blacksmith.
Even if she had only survived on sheer luck, then that alone would still make her quite formidable.
She survives by going into her pocket dimension.
I had no idea. I guess I shouldn't judge by appearances.
I know that voice. Probably contributing many voices to the game.
Oh, one other thing, Dia. When you're free, why don't you update the deputy about your upcoming schedule? We held another recruitment event a few days ago, but everyone only came to see the Flame Main. You weren't around at the time, so people were pretty disappointed to only find our crew of rough, unkempt guys.
Do they actually want to join, or they just want a glimpse of Dia?
The deputy put a lot of effort into the event, but it was basically for nothing. Only a few people chose to stay, and that really got to him.
I mean, on the other hand, those are probably the ones you actually want, not just people who are interested in the fame of the Flame Main.
Sorry to hear that. I'll be sure to bring him some great liquor next time. I left in a hurry, and I couldn't make it back in time for the event.
Gotta admit, I can understand their disappointment, though. You're our brigade's main selling point, after all. Now, if only the deputy could figure out a way to bring a few more smoking hot members into our ranks.
Jeez.
Keep dreaming. Remember the last time I invited a couple gals into the brigade? You all just froze up with your mouths gaping like a bunch of scarecrows. The awkward silence and weird expressions left quite the impression on them. They were originally interested in joining us, but after that, they both told me they were too uncomfortable to stick around.
Understandable.
Hey, didn't we agree to never bring that up again?
Agreed to no such thing.
Huh? Wait, are you serious? Why have I never heard about this?
I don't think you were part of the brigade yet.
Are you kidding me? I missed a once-in-a-lifetime moment like that, and you weren't even gonna tell me?
I mean, I'm sure a lot of things happened before you joined up.
All right. We can tell you about it later. Now's not the time.
Hey, don't you try to change the subject. You and Hisham get your butts over here and tell me everything right now.
That face. These Three Stooges.
Always like this?
More or less.
I like them.
There aren't many rules or graces when it comes to mercenaries. We're used to just speaking our minds. If someone starts getting under your skin, you just yell right back at them. If that doesn't put an end to it, then you just challenge them to a fight. But we also don't tend to take many things too seriously. Being direct and getting it all out of your system as soon as things come up is better than keeping everything bottled up, never talking about it.
He's still chasing him in the background. That's great. I love it. I love when they put shenanigans like that just back there. But yeah, no, it is. I suppose there's some truth to that. It's certainly good to not bottle things up.
That's also why I never spare their feelings when I talk to them. If I want to laugh, I'll laugh. If I'm angry, then I'll unload on them. It's hard to stop once you get used to it. Though, I can never do that when I'm with the Homiyanis. Hey, knuckleheads! Can you at least tell me the rest of the intel before you go back to your bickering?
They giving him a knuckle sandwich.
Yeah, you hear her, Holof? Told you we gotta focus on the investigation first. I drew up a map. Right here is the spot. There you'll find the merchant caravan responsible for getting rid of Dakan al-Akhmar's looted goods.
Oh, their fence.
All you gotta do is wait and ambush them in the evening. They'll have no idea what hit them.
Perfect. Thanks for that. Be sure to pass my regards to everyone else in the brigade as well.
Will do. You stay safe, Dia.
Alrighty. Watch the trade route and wait for a moment. Oh, that's back there. Oh, it's in, okay, they're operating in the rainforest, not the desert. What have we got?
This should be the place. Let's find a spot to hide and bide our time.
So we're waiting for the merchant caravan? The ones acting as their fence?
It's gonna come down to a fight one way or another, so let's all be careful.
Or are we waiting for the mercenaries?
No need to worry. She knows her way around a fight.
Oh, Dia knows that, Paimon.
I'm not worried about that. What I meant is that we probably shouldn't go too hard on the enemy. After all, we still need to get information out of them.
Right. Knock them out. Don't kill them.
Here they come.
Oh,
You ready?
perfect.
Let's not give them a chance to react and end this quickly.
Destroy them.
Everyone hold hands.
Feeling lucky
Witness the
today.
power. Take yourselves a home. Lightning, shower.
Scatter. I'll be back.
And I think I might have gone too hard on them. Oh, good. A survivor.
You're the Flame Bane.
She is.
Good. That saves me an introduction. All right, time for a little talk. Are you buddies with Dakana Lakmar now? Tell me, what are they after?
You know the code of being a mercenary just like everyone else. The first rule is to never divulge key information about our employer.
I mean,
What makes you think I'd talk?
the consequences of not talking. Also, I don't know. Mercenaries, I don't feel like they're that well known for being loyal.
That might have worked on an amateur, but I know you're just looking to protect your reputation. Think about it, though. What's your reputation worth if you won't have the other tools you need to succeed in this line of work? Tools like, I don't know, your limbs or eyes?
Yeah.
You've got 5 seconds. You might want to think twice about how much your employer's information is worth to you.
Damn. Dia's a terrifying interrogator.
Whoa!
It's all right, Paimon. She knows what she's doing. I'm pretty sure she's just playing bad cop.
I'm not joking around. We can do this the easy way or the painful way. 2 seconds.
I'll save you the trouble.
Did he just kill himself?
Huh? Are you crazy?
Damn. This is an insane level of devotion for a mercenary especially.
He tried to bite off his own tongue. Quick, search the area for any first aid supplies.
This is not about money. This is something else. His emergency treatment, the bleeding in Sitar's mouth is brought under control.
Definitely didn't expect him to go that far. Thankfully, the wound wasn't too deep, and he just passed out from the pain.
That's good.
But why would he be so extreme?
Yeah, that's not normal. It's not a level. Not many people doing things for money reasons would be willing to sacrifice themselves at that point.
I just wanted to test his mettle. You can get a lot of mercenaries to talk just by threatening them.
Exactly.
I didn't expect him to be willing to go through so much pain just to deny us some intel.
I mean, it's not even that. He was actually trying to end himself.
Well, he's out cold for now. We could wait for him to wake up, but maybe it's not a good idea to interrogate him any further. What should we do?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It'll be a waste of time to interrogate him again after that. He might just hurt himself again if we start asking.
Yeah, it'd be hard to prevent him as well.
There are lots of goods around here. Let's search the area. Maybe we'll be able to find something. I'm really sorry.
Who, to him? Don't be.
I see everything.
Yeah, no thoughts. Sitar is not gravely injured. He'll probably wake up soon. Should be okay to leave him here for a little while. Probably should tie him up, though. There are some weapons in the boxes, as well as a bunch of medicine and bandages. Seems like Dakan al-Akhmar is really up to no good. A lot of daily necessities like food and water in the boxes. Doesn't seem like there's anything noteworthy. And finally...
We found a piece of paper with a bunch of names on it. Maybe it's a record of something.
Ooh.
Let me take a look. If this really is a merchant caravan, they should have a record of their transactions. Yep. I see an entry for Dakana Lakmar right here. Kusela, Idrisi, Bashar, and Takriti.
Those are people?
All familiar names. Dakana Lakmar has been trading for a hefty supply of food, weapons, and medicine. It seems that in the past, they used to receive some canned knowledge as well.
Right, before the shutdown. Curious. I don't know. The medicine has me curious. It could just be to just general medical supplies for, helping the wounded from all the fighting they're doing. But I don't know. They chose the word medicine, which implies people are sick to me.
This caravan is just one link in their logistics chain. Once in the rainforest, the caravan will exchange the looted goods for Mora, and the funds will then be passed to a specific person. That person will then pack the caravan full of necessary goods, which will then be brought right back to Dakana Lakmar. Wait, why is there no Mora value recorded for the final transaction?
Which one was the final?
No value?
Yeah, every transaction before the last one was marked with an exact amount of Mora, but the final one, where they paid for everything to be brought back to the desert, was simply marked as delivered.
Maybe the Mora amounts just happened to cancel each other out?
Perhaps. But they couldn't have known how much they would make off selling the loot. Do they not care about profit margins at all?
It does seem to be the case. I mean, like I said, this guy, people don't kill themselves out of a desire to make money. That would be extremely counterproductive. And the whole destroying the rest of the relics brigades, I don't know.
Anyway, the next part's the records of the goods themselves. There are a lot of entries. Everything was probably sourced from the rainforest. Huh?
What?
What's wrong?
Shazamon Homayani?
The Dunyarzad's father?
Homoyani? You mean Dunyarzad's family? Could it just be another family with the same last name?
No.
I'd be surprised to find someone with the exact same first and last name. Shazamon Homayani is Dunyarzad's father, and the head of the Homayani family.
I don't know. Something is certainly going on here, but I don't want to believe that Dunyarzad's father is a bad person. What was the, what was the context of his name showing up? Just another person who, engaged in a trade? It's possible that, your father is trying to turn over a new leaf, and that could be why he's destroying all the, relics brigades. They did say that was the majority of their victims, did they not? I guess we'll find out.
Just what the heck is going on here?
Calm down, Dia. Let's analyze the situation first.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'll consider what we found and not jump to conclusions just yet. But what this piece of paper confirms is that the Homayani family has been providing goods to Dakana Lakmar.
What if the Homayanis have been kept in the dark and don't know they've been trading with Dakana Lakmar?
Possible.
That's a possibility, but if that was the case, why is this caravan specifically named Shazamon as their person of contact? They could have just as easily bought goods such as food and medicine directly from Caravan Rebot or Port Ormos.
I mean, Granted, this caravan has pretty mundane supplies. Nothing too out of the ordinary for a mercenary group. Shamazan was actually aware of this. Perhaps he's been supplying the brigade's operations this entire time.
Yeah, funding violence and looting. The brigade gets the goods, and he is paid the proceeds from the sale of the loot.
Maybe. Once again, though, I feel like there's got to be more to it than that.
But why would he do something like this? It's not like the Homianis are in need of money.
True. Though that's kind of the deal with people that wealthy, Paimon, is it's not about how much money they have, it's about making more.
I honestly have no idea. I've been to their estate many times, and I've never noticed anything suspicious.
Right.
The only potentially large expenditure I could think of would be the treatment costs for Dunyarzad's Elazar. Maybe they borrowed a lot of Mora in the past?
Maybe.
But that's still just a speculation. I don't think the Master would stoop so low to make Mora.
I don't think Dunyarzad knows anything about this either. Yeah, definitely not.
You're probably right. I know my lady's personality, and she wouldn't deliberately keep something like this from us.
But what should we do now? All we found is just another mystery.
Well, this is definitely too early to confront the Homianis. We definitely need to, it'd be great if we could find your father. If we want to get to the bottom of this, we won't be able to turn back.
If you ask me, we already have no choice but to confront her about this.
Who, Dunyarzad?
I'm not worried. It's too early to make a verdict yet. I still have faith in the Homianis.
Wasn't I just saying at the beginning that I like having good people in this city? God damn it.
Let's go find my lady again. We'll tell her everything and see if she's willing to lend us her support. If we're lucky, we can not only figure out the mystery of this paper, but also follow the trail of breadcrumbs to the people responsible at Dakan al-Akmar.
That would be helpful.
Dia, are you sure this is the best decision? What if instead of getting the help we need, we just end up revealing everything we've discovered to the enemy?
Well, what are our other options? If we could track to Khan al-Akmar, if we knew where their base was, we could do some surveillance.
I've considered that possibility. But even still, I want to tell her what we found. I think I owe her that much. True friendship is built on trust.
Yeah, but I don't know. This seems a little too... There is a limit is when you come across information, potentially damaging information like this. I don't know, it feels like we should wait for a little more confirmation before making any claims or accusations even.
She showed genuine concern for me when we first brought up the topic. I can't repay her kindness with doubt and suspicion. That's not how I deal with people.
You're right. Paimon wants to trust Dunyarzad too.
I hope we'll be of help to her.
Yeah. Let's pay another visit to Sumeru City.
If you insist. I still think we should try to find more clues before that. Hi, Dunyarzad.
We're back, my lady.
Oh, you're back a lot sooner than I expected. You mustn't have run into any trouble then.
Well,
how did it go? What did you come up with?
yeah.
Actually, we're still investigating. It's just that we've discovered something strange.
I see. The clues you found have led you back here, in the city?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
You all look a little dispirited. Whatever you found must not have been very encouraging after all. Why don't you discuss it with me? Maybe I'll be able to say something to cheer you up?
I don't want to do this to Dunyarzad.
It's okay, my lady. It's not so much about me being upset with my father or anything like that. How should I put this?
So something is wrong. Even the Traveler and Paimon have been uncharacteristically quiet.
Well, Paimon has.
On any other day, Paimon would have already waved to me with a smile and shouted, Dunyarzad, we're back!
She would. Exactly that.
So tell me, what happened?
Well?
My lady, please prepare yourself for what we're going to tell you next. It concerns the Master.
The Master? You mean my father?
Yeah, I do have to stress, we don't have much other than a connection. There are things going on we just don't understand. I feel like we're jumping to a lot of conclusions.
Okay, I understand.
There are certain things that just aren't adding
Don't
up.
worry about me. I'll listen as attentively as I can.
Dia managed to explain the results of the investigation to Dunyarzad.
My father has been supplying goods to Dakan al-Akmar?
So it seems. Now, whether that is a good or a bad thing, or whether he even knows, or why, are all unanswered. And I don't know, I think he deserves the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, it makes as little sense to us as it does to you. I've never doubted the Master's integrity, so I'm having a real hard time rationalizing how he could ever support an infamous brigade like them. Maybe he's not actually aware of the full story and just stumbled into the deal by accident.
That feels unlikely, though. I do think there is a twist. I just...
I can't help but agree with the Traveler.
Huh? You mean you feel the same way, Dunyarzad?
Thank you for sharing all this information with me. Since you've told me everything you know, I should also tell you about some doubts that I've been harboring for quite a while.
Oh?
In the past, I thought that my father hired a bodyguard for me so that I wouldn't run away and get lost.
I mean, it made sense. You had Elazar, you're from a wealthy family, I mean...
However, there are plenty of capable mercenaries in the Corps of 30. Why did my father go out of his way to hire Dia?
The Flame Mane? I mean, she is famous, but I see what you're getting at. Perhaps because of her father.
About that. Well, the Homayanis really needed bodyguards, so they reached out to the Blazing Beasts. Later, the Master told me that I was one of the best mercenaries he'd ever seen, and that I should stick around to become one of his bodyguards.
Yeah, that could have been coincidence. It also could have not been.
He offered me a pile of Mora, so I just signed on.
Well, but that didn't really answer my question. Just think about it. Why did my father specifically reach out to the Blazing Beasts?
Yeah. Once again, that could be coincidence, but this other connection, it seems less likely.
Maybe the Corps of 30 just didn't have anyone available, or maybe someone recommended us. I've never given it too much thought. I think I get what you're saying. You think none of this was a coincidence.
Right.
Precisely. At first glance, nothing seems strange or out of place. But there are many parts of the story that don't actually make any sense. If my father had always been in contact with Dakan al-Akmar, then it would make sense for him to bring Dia into our house.
You mean the goal all along was to get Dia to be your bodyguard?
Possible. But to what end is the question.
No, that's too much of a stretch. I cut all ties with my father a long time ago. He has no control over my life anymore.
It could be he's trying to maintain some control, or perhaps he viewed it as trying to help you, or I don't know.
But that still doesn't rule out the possibility that your father has still been trying to influence your life without you knowing.
I don't want to just go up to your father, not your father, Dia, but her father, and accuse him. Not without more.
So, the Master was not likely an innocent victim in all of this?
That's what things are looking like at this point.
Sorry we put all this on you so suddenly, Dunyarzad.
It's okay, Paimon. I should actually be thanking you.
Oh?
Regardless of his reasons, if my father has truly been funding a violent group of mercenaries, then it's my duty to bring him back to reason.
I love you, Dunyarzad. You're great. Just be careful. Though, your father absolutely does care for you, so I don't think you're in any danger.
But is that really the right thing to do? My father has committed many atrocities and deserves all the punishment that he has coming to him. I have zero sympathy for him. You may call me an ungrateful child, but my feelings will remain the same.
Okay, but...
However, the Homayani family has treated me with nothing but generosity and kindness.
Right.
If we decide to investigate this further, we could end up implicating the entire Homayani family. I would be biting the hand that's fed me over all these years.
Right. I don't know. Like I said, that there is a very real possibility we are woefully misinformed about this situation. Not about this specific fact, but the greater situation. So once again, something just isn't adding up. That guy was way too devoted.
Tia.
It's all right, Dia. If anyone were to ask, you could always just say that I'm the one who instructed you to get to the bottom of this.
You don't have to do that, my lady. I'm not conflicted because I'm afraid of taking responsibility. Besides, you're the one we should all be worried about right now.
Hey, it's still too early to give up hope. What was the thing about friendship again?
True friendship is built on trust.
Right, yeah, trust! You said that yourself, Dia. Besides, there's no point on getting all riled up before we've confirmed all the facts.
Exactly. If your trust hasn't been misplaced, then he probably has many conflicting feelings as well. Or, once again, we just don't understand the situation.
Thank you, everyone. That makes a lot of sense. I guess I should always remember the trust that I've placed in people. In which case, my lady, could you ask the master to come out and have a chat with us?
Ooh, we're doing this now? I really would like to go see Dakan al-Akmar before going this route, but I'll trust you, Dia.
Sure thing. I also
And
hope
you,
you'll be able to
Dunyarzad.
give us a logical explanation. Let's meet at the usual place then.
Usual place? Ah, right.
The bazaar? At the usual place, yeah, the Grand Bazaar. Actually, no, not the Grand Bazaar. At the restaurant. We're just outside of it.
Thank you for coming, sir. Please allow me to introduce these two. This is the traveler, and next to her is her travel companion, Paimon.
Pleasure to meet you.
Ah, yes, my daughter has mentioned them from time to time. It's a privilege to finally meet them in person.
Thank you. Yes, we are excellent. Or she is our most excellent friend.
But we may skip all the pleasantries for now. What is the important matter you wish to discuss with me today?
Well, we wanted to bring this transaction record to your attention. There's something on this record that we're all pretty curious about.
He explains the situation to Shahzaman.
So, that's what you found. Huh. Seems like I can't keep everything from you much longer.
Please, explain what you can.
If you wouldn't mind, we'd like an explanation.
Well, it's a long and difficult story. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing. What I do know, though, Dia, is that the truth will bring you no solace.
Oh.
If anything, it will likely cause you a great amount of anguish.
Ooh. Your call, Dia.
Wait, me?
Yes, I understand perfectly why you came to see me, and I am touched by your collective commitment to do the right thing. But knowledge always comes at a price.
Yeah.
And sometimes, as they say, ignorance is bliss.
Your call, Dia. I'm very curious.
Your father, Kusela, and I both believed that. Of course, you have the right to seek and learn the truth, but I must warn you. The facts of this matter may reduce everything you've built for yourself into sand, blowing in the wind.
Yeah. That's what I've been suspecting that... I mean, I don't know how young she was. It's very possible that her entire beliefs about her father even are built on a misunderstanding. I don't know. Especially being the clearly the theater lover that he was. Not really the prototypical cutthroat mercenary.
If you must proceed, then Kusela's heartfelt efforts will also fade into the wind like a fleeting mirage.
His heartfelt efforts? I'm sorry, sir, but I'm not sure I follow.
What is he trying to protect you from?
I've made it this far in life without a single drop of my father's support. I have my own ideals and ways of looking at the world, as well as people and causes that I've chosen to cherish and fight for. None of these things have anything to do with him.
Well...
I came here today to support you as the head of the Homayani family. No warning will change my stance on that.
I understand. Then let me tell you a little story.
Please do.
Our family once needed to take a trip to the desert when Dunyarzad was just a baby. Along the way, we were attacked by bandits. They had superior numbers and quickly overpowered our bodyguards. When all seemed lost, a group of passerby Eremites lent us their support.
I'm guessing Dia's father?
Those Eremites were Kusela's brigade,
Yeah.
Khan al-Ahmar. Kusela's men told me that the attackers were Eremite mercenaries, just like themselves. I was shocked. Why would Khan al-Ahmar go so far to save us and not spare the fellow Eremites?
Good question.
Kusela was grinning and walked over to play with baby Dunyarzad. She was startled by his unfamiliar face and nearly started crying.
I love it. I don't know, it sounds... I think I'm gonna end up, liking Kusela.
Really? I never knew.
He said that he had no particular reason to help us. He just took pity on us because he had a daughter about the same age.
Yeah.
We started talking about our children, and I sensed that he was a devoted father.
But something happened.
To repay his kindness, I hired his brigade to help out at our estate for a time, and offered everyone generous remuneration.
So, that's what happened.
It was many years before I saw him again. I almost didn't recognize him the next time he came knocking on my door.
Oh. That's her father right there.
The man I knew to be strong and healthy had been reduced to a shell of himself. He couldn't even walk anymore without his cane.
Ooh.
So, what happened to him? He was perfectly fine when I left the brigade.
I'm not too sure myself. The only thing that didn't change was his cheery disposition. He said there was absolutely nothing to worry about and that he had gotten into a fight. That was all. He then suddenly asked me if Dunyarzad, now that she had grown, would need a bodyguard of her own. At the time, Dunyarzad was going through a particularly severe bout of her Elazar. There was no need for her to have a bodyguard when she could barely leave the house. But he kept coming back to the topic. Come on, it never hurts to be safe. How do you know a bodyguard won't come in handy one day?
I mean, he was right.
I was completely lost at first, until he recommended the Blazing Beasts, and in particular, a mercenary named Dia.
So he was the one who recommended Dia to you.
Yeah.
Indeed. He didn't say it out loud, but it was clear that he saw Deshret's relics as an evil group who would eventually corrupt every member in their ranks.
Hmm.
He was already beyond redemption, but he hoped that he would be able to detach his daughter from the vicious world of mercenary life. If Dia could stay in my house and keep working as a bodyguard, then gradually her affinity for the desert would decrease, and she'd be able to leave her previous life behind.
Well, he was, kind of right. And this would also explain why he is trying to destroy the rest of the, Deshret's relics, brigades.
And that's why you offered her such generous compensation?
Yes, but not just because of that. From the moment that he asked me for that favor, I also began to see Dia as my own daughter.
Aw, that's so sweet.
And that's also why I tried to persuade you to stay when you asked for permission to leave. I was willing to spend however much it took.
Yeah.
Kusela saved my daughter and me all those years ago in the desert. I could never refuse him entrusting his daughter to me.
He was always like that, acting like he's oh so smart and self-righteous.
Kusela said that he'd reimburse me for a portion of Dia's fees. I refused to take any mora from him, but he'd always send me funds anyway.
He's like, I'm going to pay that child support one way or another.
Eventually, I just accepted them as a token of his gratitude. And that went on for a while until I received another letter from him a few years ago. The letter contained a request to help him buy food, weapons, medicine, and even explosive materials.
Did he say what for?
Wait, isn't that around the time that Dakan al-Ahmar started becoming more aggressive?
That's right. When I started to hear some nasty rumors, I became wary. I wanted to meet him face to face to discuss things. But by then, he was no longer receptive to my requests to talk. If I had to guess, it's probably because he doesn't want to put Dia at risk.
By that same token, he should have also stopped asking you for materials.
That thought occurred to me as well. I figured that he probably came to me for help because he had nobody else to turn to. After some deliberation, I decided to send him some food and medicine. I turned down all his requests for explosives and weaponry.
Right.
I am aware that even such a reduced gesture of support could lead to others coming to harm, but I could not simply reject his plea for help.
I mean, that's fair.
In the end, it probably was the wrong decision.
I don't know.
I plugged my ears to the rumors and just chose a solution that made me feel least guilty about myself.
I mean, he saved your life. And also, once again, I'm not so sure. I mean, yes, he's become more aggressive, but I have the feeling that it's more so in an effort to dismantle the whole organization. I'll bet you if we look at all the people he's targeted so far, all of them trace back to Deshret's relics.
If you can, please tell me where he is now. None of the things he's doing right now make any sense if he's just trying to keep me from getting tangled up in his world. If all he wants to do is steer clear of me, then maybe he shouldn't have brought me into this world in the first place.
Oof.
Oh no. Dia, please don't feel that way.
Yeah, we love you. Love having you.
I'm just angry because I can't wrap my head around any of his actions.
Maybe there's another way of looking at all this.
Another way? I don't know. I knew him, and he was nothing more than a childish brute. I can't understand what's going through his head.
I mean, it's possible, but it's also possible you didn't actually know him all that well. People can hide parts of themselves, and I don't know. It's possible he was a brute, but also it seems that he, at some point, either had a change of heart or that he was quite multifaceted.
But I guess you do have a point. We haven't uncovered the whole truth yet. We still need to figure out his exact actions and reasoning for these last few years.
I'm very happy to see that Dunyarzad's father is still a pretty good guy, though.
I'll do my best to help. Of course, anything between the two of you would need to be resolved between you and him alone.
Right.
I don't know Kusela's exact whereabouts. Outside of supplying his brigade with some goods, I tried my best to avoid getting involved any further with him.
Right.
However, there's a man on the list named Jawed. He used to be a mercenary in the desert and is now a member of the Corps of 30.
Oh.
He's responsible for supplying weapons and liaising with the Dakan al-Ahmar's merchant caravan. I think he should know Kusela's whereabouts.
Perfect.
I've heard that he likes to have a few drinks alone and enjoy the cool wind at night outside the tavern. Maybe you'll be able to find him there.
So right here in a few hours?
Understood. Thank you, sir. Then I guess this is bye for now, unless...
I'll stay and be with my father here. To be honest, I'm still a little dazed and haven't finished processing everything quite yet.
But hey, you're basically sisters.
My father has indeed done something wrong, but if I think about it, I'm also not sure if there was a right way to handle this problem.
No, there weren't any real good or purely good answers. I mean, you really did owe him for saving his life all those years ago, but also, yeah, I kind of want to believe that Dia's father is actually accomplishing good through his current actions. But we'll see.
I feel like our only course of action is to turn everything we know over to the Corps of 30 and let them render judgment.
Yes. I am prepared to accept whatever verdict they choose. It's time to face my mistakes.
Well, let's actually find out if it's a mistake in the first place, shall we? And they're gone. All right. To nighttime.